comedians in the city of New Orleans with big lawyers and things of that nature. Have you ever thought about helping C Murder?
Pokey a Witness, 1998. You remember that real skinny, long-faced comedian used to be on BET? They used to be real funny, but he used to hang on the basement too with Tigger, rap. But he couldn't really rap, so he just stuck to being a comedian. Anyway, one day him and Pete was bobbing through the Calio with the MTV cameras. And Mama sent me up there to give P a. I tried to get too close to P. Pokey stuck his hand out, knocked the nigga all down. And that didn't even try to knock me down. I was like, what the f, Pokey? He's like, man, I'm at work, B. That day, I went up there with 2 messages. Mama said, come see her about Corey and about the community center. I'm coming. Pokey my witness. He said that. He never did nothing. P been home 5 months. I ain't heard from him once. Now, Juggy say P had him call me one day to talk to make sure we have clarity on something, right? And I told him what my issue was with P. You pop up home and you don't know what the f popping. You ain't popping the street asking what's real. So when the Super Bowl come and Tyrann Matthews and them bring their over there to Harden and put the trees up around the park that's full of dope heads, now we ain't gonna be able to see them because ain't no lights in the park. They gonna do some ceremonial shit to say they did something, but they ain't asked us what the f we need. So now we got trees, but we can't even see the dope fiend. We can't even go to the park. You feel what I'm saying? All that is just aesthetic. Ain't trying to help nobody. If the mayor was gonna help us, she would have helped us. P came back, got with her, so he could make his own shit happen and remain relevant. Period. And you know I ain't talking shit when I say that, you know, dude gotta have some questionable characteristics. Cause I mean, I ain't perfect. I done did some bad shit. But even his own kids saying beat him out the money and you know what I'm saying? What the you know what I'm saying? Now let me trip your head out. I ain't got no money. If me and my son have an issue over $1,000, I'm gonna tell him because that's gonna be my time to show him that money not gonna be with it. I made you. You feel me? And so there's a lot of little things I see since you asked that I just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's the value of saying if a street or not. What that mean? I know street winning. I know street losing. You know, I know street that's hard. I know street that's. So what's the validation of being street? What do that certify? That's what I would ask. Do he got game? You gotta give him that. What 300 million? You ever did that? I barely came up with 150,000. So I gotta respect his mind. Started with an 80,000 flip. I done had 80,000 before. I ain't make it 300 million. Whether he cutthroat people to do that, that's a different story, but he still did it. And if he did cutthroat all them motherfuckers and he's still living, then he gotta be street. I talked to Trey 8 before he died. Trey was telling me how when he see P, he was gonna P. That's what he was telling me. I said, why? And I don't want to be misquoted because your shit go viral, but one of them songs that we was all bumping, Trey said, man, I wrote that for myself, right in front of that. He stole it.
What song was this?
I can't remember. This was years ago. I don't want to lie. But Trey told me that something we was all bumping nationwide, that he wrote that shit, not even for P, for his own album. Then I think P signed him and took the song. Or some kind of shit. I don't know. Don't quote me. But I know Trey was walking around telling people that he stole his music. And I'm talking about at the beginning, when a nigga first got famous. Not at the end, you know, when you could say, well, man, that man been da-da-da, you know. I'm just trying to point out that he ain't a Pac, where a nigga go in the studio, argue with everybody, and his diss still be fire. That P ain't that. And he ain't a cold rapper.
That is Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People Champ, Terrance Williams.